My friend Jeannie Kelly of the Kelly Co., yes, it's her company, does credit repair better than anybody in the country. Here's the kicker. What she can do is she can get your rental rating put on your credit report, which we find raises your credit score between 40 and 100 points. Imagine with all your first-time home buyers, if you had 40 to 100 more points on that credit report, what could that do for the loan that you're putting them in, or even the amount that they qualify for? Make sure you talk with Jeannie Kelly and the Kelly Co. All you have to do is click this banner right over there. So I've been checking things out, going to the store, looking at cars, and here's what I kind of asked myself. Are we playing the inflation sensation game right now? I'm generally impervious to these type of things because my level of conspicuous consumption is fairly low, but I'm noticing it now. The Labor Department reported Wednesday that its consumer price index rose 5.4% in July from a year earlier, in line with June's figures and matching the largest jump since August 2008. That means you're paying 5.4% more for basically everything today than you were a year earlier. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but here's a graph on inflation from August 2020 to today. Notice anything here, guys? Oh, by the way, when the blue bars get bigger, your dollar buys less. Now, here's a 5-year graph on inflation. See that blue squiggly line going higher on the right? Anytime that happens, your dollar is buying you less. Now, here's the 10-year graph. Yeah, guys, it's worse today, inflation is, than any time, right now, than any time in the past 10 years. Here's the one that's really gonna freak you out. Here's a 25-year graph on inflation. You notice anything here? The last time inflation was this bad, and the only other time it was this bad, past 25 years, was in 2008, the Great Recession. So if you're using inflation as an indicator for a recession, then you can draw no other conclusion than yes, we are on the eve of the second Great Recession. Listen to this, guys. Homes right now are overvalued, yet we still have an unhinged exuberance about buying them. And this at the same time when people are not making their payments in droves. Inflation is at the same level as it was back in 2008 and about to get worse with $4.5 trillion in spending about to get passed by Congress. Oh, and we have a pandemic to boot that's also probably going to start shutting down industries again very soon. Now, I just did have my second bout with COVID, and this one was way worse than the first one. I'm just saying. And here's the deal. Forbearances went down, but delinquencies, they went up. And get this, 9.7% of total loans in forbearance are in the initial planning stage, meaning they're new to the forbearance game. 82.9% are in extensions, meaning they still can't hack it and they're doubling down on forbearances. But here's the real kicker. 7.4% of those who are in forbearances are re-entries. Very few folks are leaving, but numbers are going down. It appears the vast majority that are leaving forbearance are going back into forbearance. You see, forbearance is kind of like a heroin clinic. You go in, you feel a little better, you decide you can go out on your own, only to find a few months later that you need those 12 steps in that free bed again. Okay, that's all negative news, so what's the silver lining? Properties dropping like flies is just an opportunity for those who still can, want, and will buy homes when they can afford them. For example, the mass migration is still on. People want to move from population-dense areas to population-sparse areas. They want to move from high-cost areas to lower-cost areas. And did you know that right now as we sit here today, the hottest market in the country is Boise, Idaho? That's a true story. Why is that? Well, it's still a city, but it's a small one. It's spread out. There's a lot to do. There's great eating. It's affordable. And oh, their football team is really good. And they play on blue turf. So the question, how many Boises are there in the country? And the answer is, there's a shit ton of them. They're all over the place. So for the industry of mortgage lending, the next renaissance will not be another refinance boom, though that's not going away anytime soon, and that's a good thing. But we are going to see a robust purchase market built on a total bust in the housing market. That is, if you believe inflation is the soothsayer of tomorrow. One, my friends, can only hope. Hey, listen, forward and share this show. Keep the conversation going. It's helpful to me and it's helpful to you. You guys have a great day. Ciao.